This is the Black Shift Group podcast. Our mission is to create space to elevate, enrich, and expose individuals of color to ideals and concepts that they may not have been privy to. This is your girl, Young Ree.
And I'm your granddad, and that's All Relations. This podcast is just real conversations with real people.
We're going to be discussing lifestyle topics such as overall health and fitness, finances, culture, decode some media, and so much more.
After all, no one really knows what they're doing, so let's just wing it together.
All right, so let's get into it, y'all.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year from the Black Shift Group. What's up? How you doing? How you doing, Ree? How you doing?
Hey, Granddad. How you doing? Hey, y'all. Hey. I hope y'all having a happy New Year so far.
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's a new year, new me. You know?
New year, new me, boo.
Yeah, so today on this podcast, we're going to do something not too different, but we're going to go in and tell you what we're thankful for in 2017, what we are committed to in 2018, and the steps that we are taking to, exceed those goals that we are setting for ourselves in 2018.
You know what? That's exactly what we're going to go ahead and get into. Yeah, because we want to go ahead and switch it up. We don't want to say resolution anymore because we don't want to sit up here and say that we were a problem last year to find a resolution to stick to. We want to say commitment because when you make a commitment, you stick to it and you make sure you handle it.
That's right. I don't think that anything that we did last year was a problem. It's
Absolutely
just a stepping
not.
stone. And then in this year, 2018, we just going to improve on that.
Absolutely. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep it moving. You're supposed to keep it pushing. Now, before we actually get into that, before we get into why we were thankful and the things that we're going to go ahead and handle in 2018, we got to drop some knowledge. We got to get y'all thinking from the get-go. You know how we do on the Black Shift Group. So, we are in the new year, quote unquote.
Hey.
According to what the calendar tells us. But can you guys go ahead and open up your minds just a little bit with us? Go ahead and take this trip with us today. You know how it's in the dead of winter. It's cold as heck outside. I don't know about you, but I know my scalp is itching like crazy. I know my skin is dry as all get out. And the coconut oil ain't quite cutting it right now. But y'all want us to go ahead and kick off some New Year's resolutions. Y'all want us to go ahead and try to improve ourselves. How can I improve myself when I still feel like I'm in the dead of winter? When all the animals are still hibernating, when none of the birds are chirping, when none of the flowers are blooming? How can I improve myself when I haven't had my fresh breath of air?
Yeah, that's correct. I feel the same way too. I feel like when you go outside, even though it's sun out, it's still kind of gray.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of dampers the mood and the will to actually get anything done.
That is correct. So we just wanted to open up you guys' minds a little bit. I always like to say that I feel everyone has 3 New Years. You're going to have your New Year based on the man-made calendar, which we can go ahead and say is a fiscal year. You're going to have your birthday, which is the day that you decided to come down here on this plane. And then we're going to say that you have the new year when the seasons change. So about the end of March, beginning of April, when you start to hear those birds again, when it warms up a little bit, the coconut oil works to moisturize you and your scalp isn't as itchy.
Hey, I feel that. I feel for me, my new year is definitely when spring come around.
Agree. I'm a March baby. Hey, shout out to them Pisces once again. I'm sorry.
Hey, we ain't gonna get into a whole a war between signs. I'm just gonna support.
Hey,
just support it.
See, he the nice one. Just know he the nice one. But I rep for my sign all day, every day.
I can feel that.
I honestly feel like I don't fully wake up until it gets hot outside. I'm a melanated individual, as you are too, and I feel like we're unable to shuck and jive until we're able to heat up a little bit. This weather ain't for us, man. It's not.
You're absolutely right. That cold weather, I mean, it's something about it. We go outside, feel that weather hit us, and that wind hit us,
Listen.
We go right back to the crib. Like, man, New Year's can't be about that. When I think about a New Year, I'm thinking about, shorts,
hey.
At the beach.
Hey.
It's cool. I guess they think that fireworks is going to heat us up. I ain't going outside for that.
Yeah, that was supposed to get us a little litty for the new year. But, we done cracking jokes on the man-made world out here. So let's go ahead and get into what we're thankful for 2017. You want to kick it off, Granddad?
Oh, yeah. I'll kick it off. For me, what I'm thankful for my family.
Yes.
I'm very thankful for them. Even though they get on my nerves sometimes. That's everybody. But I'm really thankful for them. Thankful for young Ree.
Yes,
she's been my friend for years.
Thank you.
And she pulled me out the bleachers and put me in the game. She was like, "Yo, come ride with me on this journey on this podcast," and I'm really thankful for her. And also, I'm thankful for the podcast and the people who are listening to the podcast.
Yes, thank you guys so much. We've only been out for 1 week, but you guys have really rocked with us for real. And we just forever grateful, forever humbled by this experience. And I'm just glad that we're able to move through this vessel to go ahead and expose you guys to some things that you may not have been privy to.
Hey. And that was a good way to put that in there. But yeah, I'm thankful for that. 2017 wasn't a bad year at all. I feel like it was a stepping stone, and that's how you should look at every year. It should be a year to improve on to the next year.
That is correct.
That's how I feel about it. Ree, go ahead and tell us what you thankful for.
And I am thankful. I'm speechless, honestly. I'm thankful for my team, the people that I have around me. I'm thankful for my granddad. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for this new drive that I feel, this new enthusiasm that I feel. I'm thankful for being able to drop the podcast. And I'm thankful and I look forward to everything that's going to go ahead and take place in 2018, y'all.
Man. I'm really excited because I want y'all to see what we got in store for y'all for 2018. like I really want y'all to roll with us.
Yeah.
And at the same time, when you listening to this, I want y'all to be inspired to do what you want to do in 2018. Like, be inspired.
Yes.
Because when I go back, like I'm a big fan of the podcast, so I go back and listen to the
yes.
episodes, and I get hyped all over again. So I just want y'all to be, just get as hype as I am about it.
Yeah, I definitely stand for us. Like, I am team Black Shift Group all day long. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm so ready. It's almost like we're recording it and we're putting it out, and then when I listen back to it, I be like, oh my God, that was me.
Yeah,
I said that.
Yeah, like I ride in the car listening to it, and I be like, dang, like I want to go do something.
Yeah, let's go do it. Let's go put in some more work, man.
Yeah.
I love it, and I appreciate the support so much. Like, you guys have no idea how awesome this is making me feel. But I guess now we can go ahead and move into some of our commitments, some things that we want to go ahead and write them down, write them out, vision board them out, so we can make sure we handle that in 2018.
Yeah, like Ree said, a vision board. I just recently got into the whole idea of a vision board, because sometimes it's better to look at something and see your goals.
Yes.
Writing them down is definitely good. Definitely write them down, say them to yourself, and think to get them accomplished. If you're not really into the whole vision board thing, I advise you to try it out. Get a board, cut some photos out, say, yo, this is what I want to do in 2018. So in 2018, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go hard for the Black Shift group.
Yes.
That's a big thing. I'm putting as much effort and time as I can into it. All my creative juices that I had on Snapchat has came over here. Yeah, they're over here for good now. I also want to continue to get back into the gym. Like, back in 2014, I was heavy in the gym, and I started at the end of 2017 to get myself back accustomed to doing it. And also, I just want to try to be as positive mindset in 2018 as possible. That's the main things I'm looking forward to in 2018. Building up the Black Shift group, staying healthy, getting back into the swing of going to the gym consistently. And definitely get those accomplished. I really want to get those two accomplished.
And I have a couple commitments for 2018 as well. I do want to get back in the gym. I'm talking about get back in like I'd have been in there for real. Maybe stop playing. But I definitely want to, commit myself to going to the gym and getting some gains. Anybody that knows me personally, I am a skinty minty for real. So I do want to go ahead and get me some gains this year. I just want to get stronger, be able to defend myself against anyone that may possibly try to try something.
Run up, get done up.
Hey! But yeah, I want to hit the gym. And then being honest with you guys, I am 26, moving into 27 in 2018 in March, y'all. And my goal is to prepare myself to be ready to own a home, own property, buy land. And that comes with having a suitable credit score as well as having the appropriate amount of funds saved. I was already doing some saving. I was already monitoring my credit and ensuring that I was doing what was best at that time to get it better. But this year, I want to go a lot harder in the paint. I want to get a lot more strict. And I also want to go visit a financial advisor and bring you guys with me to go ahead and get a personal qualification to see what steps I need to take to get myself ready. Because, sometimes we can look online and do so many Google searches, but it's best for you to get something personalized to you and your situation so you can know your action plan.
And that's real. That's a life. Like, she's finna take y'all on a journey to go see a financial advisor to move into the next. See, that's real. Like, I could have said something like that, but Ree on top of her. Sugar, honey, iced tea. Because we try not to cuss.
Look at you.
Yeah, but, I just want y'all to understand, like, this journey with us is going to be more than just us making y'all feel better. We want to make y'all feel good, but we also want to give y'all the tools to succeed.
Yeah, we want to set the space for us to go ahead and open up some conversations in the Black community that a lot of us are afraid to have. I feel like the only way we're going to break some of these generational curses and get some generational wealth is for us to open up a wide conversation for the whole generation. You feel me? We can't shy away from these topics. Money, we can't be afraid to talk about that. We need to get that on the table and in people's faces so we can make sure we're handling our business.
That is 110% right, because I stand here, I'm going to be real rewrite. I don't want to talk about my credit. I don't want to talk about that. Like, let's just leave that alone. It's something, as you grow older, you have to deal with it. You have to make sure your goose are in a row.
Absolutely.
So you can make big moves as far as your life is concerning.
Yeah, we want to, those business owners, we want to go ahead and get some entrepreneurs on here so they can walk y'all through the process as far as going on sunbiz.org for those that are here in Florida. We want to boss up this year. We want everybody to be able to reach their goals, write down their checklist, and handle this thing. I feel like, each one teach one, and we all hold each other accountable. We owe it to each other,
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like we do need to be held more accountable. In 2018, I feel like accountability was a big thing that we as a whole were kind of lacking. We didn't really want to take accountability, but we need to boss on up in 2018 and, handle ours. Look it in the face and attack.
Yeah, I feel like we're fully capable. Now, I will say with me, having these large life-term goals, I do say that you should go ahead and write it down. Y'all already know I'm a heavy Erykah Badu fan just based on my subject matter and the things that I talk about. But she's someone that has always said, get you a piece of paper with a real pencil. And you want to write it down, because when you put that pencil to that paper, you writing a spell and you letting the universe know that, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I want to make sure I'm action oriented. So can you go ahead and conspire with me and make sure that these things get done?
And I definitely do feel that. Even when I write letters to people, I use a pencil. Power of the pencil is real. So like she said, definitely take that time out, write down your goals, make sure it's with a pencil, like how you used to do with the FCAT if you listening in Florida. I don't know what they call it in other states, but that number 2 pencil, that's the only way it's going, that FCAT going to get graded is if you write with the number 2. But, that number 2 pencil, writing it down with a pencil, it's a deep thing. It's a real deep thing.
It is. It's showing the commitment. And I will say you can use some tools of manifestation. Something that I like to do, when I set my savings goals, I actually like to take a screenshot of what my mobile banking look like. Then I'll go to like Photoshop or something like that. I'll crop out, what I actually have as my actual balance. And then I'll go ahead and put my goal balance there. And I'll save it on my home screen, or I'll print it out and put it on my vision board. So that way it's constantly drilling into my mind that this is what's in the bank account. And my mind is constantly communicating with the universe that this is what's in the bank account. So that's going to cause different opportunities to come forward. Checks going to come out of nowhere so that the universe makes sure you hit that goal.
Yeah, I definitely feel what Ree is saying. And she told me about her doing that and how it all manifested. So tell us a little bit more about putting it into perspective, like you did the whole account thing. Because I remember when we went on a nature trail, you told me, I said I was going to do this and I got it done. I did this and I got it done.
Yeah, so basically what you're doing is training yourself to see that. So the more that you train your mind to see it, it's going to line things up so that it's an actual fact instead of it being imaginary. So it's just a tool of manifestation, just like affirmations, how you're reprogramming your mind. You're reprogramming your mind with an image, which is the same thing that they do to us on TV when they're constantly showing us the image and make you feel like you want it or you need it.
Right.
That's basically what you're doing with your mind. You're letting it know that you want this or you need this, and it's going to do whatever needs to happen for that to come into effect. One thing that I like to say for those out there that may be looking for a job, take that company's logo and type up your own type of letter, an acceptance letter, and keep it in your wallet or keep it wherever you know you're going to look often. The universe will line you up with that opportunity. You don't want to necessarily over dwell on it where you're like, oh, I need this, I gotta have this, because it's kind of like for us ladies when we like, oh, we want love, and then love don't show up till we don't want it no more. So like it's the same practice. Put it there, remind yourself of it, but don't dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're taking those action steps to make it happen, it's gonna happen.
And I definitely do feel that. I feel like if you see it enough, you'll want it enough. They do it on TV a lot. Advertisement.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes you want to go out and do it. Like, if you can go out and get the iPhone or any iPhone, because they showed it on YouTube or on TV enough for you to say, you know what, I need to get that. Or a celebrity has it and you're just like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
You can program yourself to do all things if that's the case. Like, you're just using that, a celebrity endorsement, or just because it's on TV to amp your perception of your perception of you need it. So if you was to take that same energy and put it towards building yourself up in 2018, I feel like you're going to get it done. Just have the same mentality.
Yeah, and it's for you, by you. So you the only one that really knows your habits. You know where you look often. If you're in the mirror often, put your affirmations up there. Put your goals right there. If you sleeping in a bed a lot, you sleep on your back, put them up on the roof so that the first thing you do when you open your eyes, that's what you see. So don't always let outside sources program us. Sometimes we got to do the programming ourselves and use the tools that's available to you. Use your phone. You're always on it. So why not use the lock screen? You always in the mirror doing your makeup, getting your hair done. Use that mirror as something to program yourself by always reading positive affirmations, or seeing that bank balance, or seeing that fit girl, because you want the booty like her, or put on the Cardi B and let them know that they can't F with you, however you want to do it.
I feel that. Also, I do feel, going back to the whole calendar year, I do feel like with the timing of the new year, it is a whole lot of willpower, I want to say. It's willpower. And I can't really be mad at people not being motivated in the wintertime to keep their New Year's resolution, quote unquote resolution. So like, I sympathize with that because it's in a bad time of the year to have a new year.
It is. A lot of people are still asleep because you have to think about it. Like, if this was back in the day where we still grew our own crops, planted our own seeds, we had to pick everything at harvest time and try to keep that and maintain that till it was planting season again. True. Why in the Western society we're dropped in the dead middle of winter? It's cold as heck in Florida right now. Like, I got an attitude just because of how cold it is. But you want me to get excited. You want me to say new year, new you, boo. Like, it's not coming. It's not quite there yet because I haven't had a fresh breath of air. Yeah, I made it to Planet Fitness to go ahead and get the $1 down, $10 a month. But I can't guarantee that I'm going to show up until about May because I can't wear no coat while I'm working out.
That is true. Like, I remember this meme that used to go around on like Facebook and IG. Is the woman stepping from 2017, 2018, that. With the baggage. She had like a little skirt or dress or something like that. Like, man, nobody out here wearing that, especially right now. Like, people like to clown and say Florida don't get cold. No, it's cold outside. Like, it's real deal cold in January.
Do you hear me? I'm uncomfortable. Like,
so that alone doesn't motivate you. Like, you don't want to go to the gym in this right here. You get up and be like, yo, I should go to the gym on a Saturday. And then you step out the door and that cold air smack you. You gonna go right back in the crib.
Yeah, and be like, you know what? We'll wait on that.
Yeah, like, so I definitely understand and sympathize when New Year's resolutions, quote unquote, unquote get made, and they wind up being broken because you're just not motivated. Like, this is not the time of the year to be up in arms and jumping around. You know, you're just like, yo, I'm just trying to stay warm, you know, put on a movie, get some hot chocolate, you know, just chill.
Yes,
so
y'all.
We definitely do understand here. You know, sometimes your new year may not start until it start to get a little bit warm outside. That's when you want to go to the gym. You want to get that body right for summertime.
Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Keep in mind that baby steps are steps too.
Exactly.
So you definitely want to turn up every time you make an accomplishment. Now, that does not mean that if we're on a fitness journey here, that you made it to the gym and you decide to go get a cupcake.
Yeah, don't do that.
You better get a cupcake flavored protein shake. I think that'll work.
They have those, by the way.
Right. So what you're not going to do is put those calories back on.
Yeah.
But definitely celebrate all of your wins. That means that if your goal is to save in the first week of January, you know what I'm saying, you paid that good old rent, you paid Comcast, you paid JEA, and you handled all them bills, and you got $50 left, and you able to put up 10 of that 50, hey, we need to turn up. You got a little dance party in the house or whatever because you made your first step. Because 10 this week, 10 next week, $20 the following week, hey, you getting it. Your balance is going up.
And it's funny that she said celebrate your wins because I heard that from a guy named Chris Douglas Roberts. He was in the NBA for a period of time, and he's like the sensei guru right now. Like he's got his hair in the wind, feet in the ground. Like he don't play in the NBA no more. He always say basketball is his past life, and he don't discuss it. Like he changed his name and everything. But one of the things he said was celebrate your wins along the way. Like we know we're not at the point where we need to be, but long as you're taking steps in the direction to get there, like celebrate your wins. Like, you know, don't go too hard on yourself because you ain't got that house yet. Celebrate if you taking the steps to go talk to a financial advisor to see if you can get that, or seeing if your credit is right. Like, celebrate those steps along the way. Don't go too hard on yourself because you ain't at your end goal. The small steps do end up being bigger steps in the end. So, like, celebrate your wins. Don't go too hard on yourself.
Yeah, and it's crazy that he said don't go too hard for yourself, because I'm taking that message from Granddad and I'm applying that all 2018, because young Ree is the hardest person on herself. Think perfectionist times 100, and that's what everything.
And this is real because like me and Ree talk outside of this, and it's like she's like, yo, I want to make sure, like, especially with the podcast, she's very perfectionist when it comes to this. And I understand. I told her, like, yeah, I understand, this is the baby.
Yes.
So you have to tell her, like, you know, it's gonna work itself out, and it wound up happening. But you know, Ree wants it to work.
Yeah,
and
I do.
She goes hard on herself. So
I do. I gotta lighten up. So, you know, Granddad definitely be getting on to me on and off air, and I do appreciate that. So that's also something that I'm gonna make sure that I work on this year, as far as not being that hard on myself, and, you know, just fully enjoying the experience while I'm expressing myself as well.
Yeah, because she's doing a great job. I always tell her, you know, you really getting things accomplished. Like, I want to tell her, like, celebrate. Like, this is good. Like, the first 2 episodes was amazing, in my opinion. But I know people probably like, yo, you just saying that because you're a part of it. But no, seriously, I have to tell her, like, yo, we're doing a good job. It's moving along. It's just, it's a small road bump. It's gonna get handled, but you know, it's understandable. Like I said, this is the baby. You want to make sure that it works out. That's just something to keep in mind. Don't go too hard on yourself. Yeah,
I'm like that parent that just had their first child, where they don't let nobody touch it. They don't let the child touch anything. Like, they buckle the child inside the house. They ain't even in the car. Like, that's me. I go hard in the paint, for real. Since we are talking about, you know, making sure that we follow through with these things and things that we should not do towards our goals, I guess we can talk about some of the steps that we're going to take to actually make sure we hit these goals and knock them out of the park in 2018.
Most definitely. As far as what I said I want to do, the 2 major things, which is get healthy, stay in the gym, and build this podcast up. For me, like I said, I started my goals, I won't say resolution, because I don't think it's a problem that I'm trying to solve.
Correct.
I started going back to the gym towards the end of 2017. Like, I still have the mindset. I'm eager to do it. Like, I'm like, yo, I see myself at a certain area, and I'm just up for the task. But I started to do the gym thing towards the end of 2017. So that was my first thing. I went out and got the protein.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes you to go out and maybe spend a little money for you to understand, like, I mean, for you to be involved in it. Like, for me, I'll go buy me, like, some workout clothes. That'll motivate me to say, you know what, I'm going to the gym. I just bought these workout clothes. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to use it. Yeah. So I went out and got the stuff. Like, I went out and got protein. I went out and bought me a workout shirt to go with the hundreds of workout shirts I already have. But, you know, it motivated me to go to the gym. And as far as the podcast go, I'm writing down ideas and stuff like that because
awesome.
me and Ree already spoke about where we want the podcast to go as far as episode to episode.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all my creative thoughts are going into this. And like, I was talking to someone yesterday and I was like, I can't wait until y'all hear the relationship segment of this.
Oh, it's lit. It's lit.
Oh, yeah, I feel like a lot of people gonna be able to relate to that. So that it has me hyped. And I'm celebrating it. Like when we dropped the official podcast episodes, I was lit. Like I was like, yo, I'm about to go give me, like, I don't really drink alcohol like that, so I was like, I'm gonna go give me a soda, you know, because I feel like that's my version of alcohol because I don't really need to be drinking soda. I was like, yo, let me turn up a little bit. You know, that's celebrating the wins along the way.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, and I do wish you the best on your fitness goals, as well as, you know, the work that we're going to be putting in with the podcast. Now, me, as far as my credit building and getting my savings together, baby steps. I already started in 2017. So what I did this year is I went ahead and went in and I pre-designated all that good stuff, the 401k, the direct deposits and all that. And I'm having it deposit so that I don't even see it. So I ain't got to worry about touching it. So I ain't got to worry about feeling like I'm finna be broke because I'm saving this amount.
Out of mind, out of sight.
Listen, because I am being extremely aggressive this year as far as getting my savings up. And then as far as my credit, keeping that credit card utilization down as low as I can keep it. I'm making sure I pay all my bills on time, car notes and all that good stuff. And I'm just trying to stay, you know, positive and focused. When you control what you take in, you can control what you let out. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're controlling the amount of TV that you're watching, if you're controlling the amount of things that you take in that's going to make you feel like you're less than because you don't have this, or make you feel like you have desires that you don't really need. And even when it comes to cleaning your space, I actually go in, you know, once every quarter, every 3 months, and I go in my closet and I pull out whatever I'm not using anymore. Because when you start to hoard things, you notice that you start buying duplicates and you'd always feel like you don't have enough. But I always feel like once I get my closet down to the bare minimum, I feel more ample, if you guys can get what I'm saying.
I definitely do understand. But with all that being said, it's like, take the proper steps.
Absolutely.
You got to take the proper step. Can't just say you want to do something and then just think it's going to fall out of the sky. It's going to take some work. It's definitely going to take some work. That's going to require you to get up and get moving. And like I said, we sympathize again with, you know, it being wintertime during the new year, but it's going to take you to actually get up and get moving. Like, it's just not going to just fall onto your lap. But if that's the case, if your new year do start in March, we here at the Black Shift Group is going to hold you accountable. We're going to hold you accountable. We hope if you're going to say March, springtime, around that time is your new year, we expect to see you making some moves and that, you know, making some major moves around that time. If you're going to use the weather to your advantage, I guess, or disadvantage.
Yeah. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say advantage.
Yeah, all right. We'll let y'all have that one. But like I said, we're going to hold you guys accountable because we see y'all as a family. And like family do, we hold you to what you say you're going to do. So if you got those New Year's resolutions and you're not doing them yet because of the winter time, like, again, nobody wants to do nothing in the winter time. It's a strange time to say this is going to be a new year, but we expect for y'all to get it done.
Absolutely. We're going to be holding you guys accountable. So I actually want to put you guys up to a challenge. I want you, for number 1, to get you a notebook, real pencil, the good old number 2, or mechanical, whichever one will work best for you. Make a vision board. Call your grandma up. See if she got any old Oprah magazines that she ain't using no more. Cut those up and let's put those to use. You know what I'm saying? Those of us that have kids that are listening, get them involved as well because this is for everyone, the whole generation. You know what I'm saying? The whole Black community here. And, you know, I want you guys to go ahead and shout us out on our social medias. We are available on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Leave a comment. Let us know what your New Year's commitments are so that we can hold you accountable. We can check in and make sure you are hitting those goals. Also, moving into something that I want to make sure that I hit for 2018. Y'all already know I'm behind this podcast 115,000%.
For sure.
So I am doing whatever I can to, you know, get FaceTime, get us out there. Because the thing about me is I'm finally in a place where I feel like I don't have to turn myself down and I don't have to be something other than what I am to please other people. It's all about pleasing Larisha and make sure I'm putting in work for the people that's around me so I can elevate everyone. So yes, I'm going to be in your face. Yes, I'm going to repost. Yes, I'm going to tweet. Yes, I'm going to post pictures. I don't care. If you don't like what I'm giving you, turn it off. Unsubscribe. Because at this point, this is me expressing myself. And I'm not turning it off for anyone, and I'm not turning myself down for anyone. And I want everyone listening to this to take the same type of action-oriented steps. Get the same mentality, because that's the only way. We're going to have to be shuckers and jivers this year. We can't just go clock into these 9 to 5s and then when we get off, not do anything. Because that's what you did last year.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I like the way you just put that. Like, go back and listen to what she just said and think about it. Like, I'm gonna let y'all figure out what she just said. Like, it was slick, but when you think, it's like it was so smooth that if you didn't pay attention, you probably missed it. But the way she just put the shucking and jiving vibe, in there, it matched with what she was saying. But I'll let y'all go back and re-listen to that part. Like, go back and listen to it.
Hey, you know what? I'm not even gonna take full credit for that. I want to be thankful, because y'all already know we do this at the top of the dome. So however it's coming out, that's how the universe wanted to come out. I'm just thankful that it allowed me to move through this vessel to communicate how I feel on this platform. So I just want to make sure that everybody maintains that powerful mindset. Yeah, it's cold. You know what I'm saying? This is not our true new year, but this is a new fiscal year. Just like these Fortune 500 companies, they set up what they're going to do for their next fiscal year. That's what we need to do. For our families, for our neighborhoods, and for ourselves. So let's get it done, guys.
For real. And I just want to touch back on what she just said. Like, the universe brought it. Like, normally we have some notes around. We don't got nothing on the table.
Absolutely not.
This is really just straight emotion and off the top. Like, we don't have no paper, no books open, no nothing. But to go back a little bit further to what Ree said, post on the Black Shift group pages. Tell us what your what your goal is going to be for 2018. If you need help, we will help you. Like, if we can get the help that you need to get on your journey to whatever it is that you need to do, we will assist as much as we can. Don't think that you're going through it alone, especially if you're new to something, like you're trying to do the financial things that Ree is doing here. Reach out. Like, if you want to know something about the gym, reach out. Like, we don't mind, doing a little bit more research just for you, so you can get on get your goals done in 2018.
Yeah, because you may leave a post right there and it may be someone else that's feeling the same way, and y'all can now link up and tag team it together. Get rid of the mindset that you're in it by yourself, because you're not. You're choosing to be in it by yourself. And the reason I say that with so much conviction is because that was me. I always felt like I was alone. I always felt like I'm by myself. I always felt like I had no help. That was my fault, because I was choosing to not have no help. A closed mouth don't get fed. If you're not asking, can't nobody help you. Can't nobody answer questions that's not asked. Open your mouth and you can get it done. You can get that help. You can get an expert, someone that's already been there. Reach out to your elders. Ask questions, and I'm sure they'll be glad to assist. Definitely a younger generation that's trying to build generational wealth, break generational curses. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to remold. We're trying to cause a paradigm shift.
Yeah, and one of the things that I know a lot of people like to say is, oh, I did it on my own. I did it with no help. Sometimes it requires help. Like, it's just what it is. Like, sometimes you just have to have some help along the way. So I understand people wanting to seem so self-efficient, but sometimes you need to reach out for a little bit more information, because there is somebody with the knowledge that'll help you not have to go through so much heartache and turmoil to get to a point where you're getting your goals accomplished, when it could be a lot smoother of a ride.
Yeah.
But I guess it's more so of a pride thing. In 2018, we need to, and this is real. We need to put our pride aside, straight up.
That's real. And that's really real. I'm so speechless with the fact that he said that. We got to get out our own way. Black folks, we love to be prideful.
For real.
We love to say that, be able to look down on people. Stop that, because the prize is so much sweeter when you get to share it. The cake is so much better when somebody else telling you that, girl, you put your foot in this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why you think grandma used to throw down, like how she used to throw down real big and have everybody come through and eat a meal? Her joy was seeing everybody come through, eat a meal, and want to take plates home. You feel me?
Right. She
wasn't just cooking the collard greens, black-eyed peas, and all that just for herself. Y'all see how I do that in there, collard greens for the money, black-eyed peas for the luck.
For real, that's real. Because I remember on New Year's, a lot of people was on my TL on Instagram. They it was cooking.
Oh, yeah. You going to eat the heck out them greens because you want to make sure you have that cash, and then you going to eat the black eyed peas too. And, just another thing just to throw in there. Y'all got to think the new year come right after gift giving time season. It's almost like they program us for this.
True.
So that when it gets cold, it's the quote unquote holiday season. Like it ain't no holidays throughout this whole fiscal year. It's like right after Halloween, you get Santa Claus, ho, 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 and all that in the store. You know what I'm saying? You're being programmed to spend that money. So how about this fiscal year? We just shake things up. The Black Shift Group is going to be here to rock with you. We're going to give you some ideas, and we want to accept some of your ideas to try to make this best fiscal year that all of us are going to have. Your family is your company. So let's build it up like it's a Fortune 500.
Hey, that's real. That is 110% real. Again, that pride thing. We gotta let that ride. Like, need that. I know it's already 2018, but we really need to let that pride thing go.
We do.
And I'm saying this for myself too, because as a Leo, pride is like the number one thing.
Yes.
Lions, Pride Land, Lion King reference. We gotta let that go. And that's for me too, because sometimes I probably do need more help, and I just be like, you know what? It's whatever. But I don't have no problem helping other people, but it's just letting people help me that I'm kind of like, But like I said, we're gonna work on that.
Yeah,
for real.
And that's real. Y'all, not just that y'all hearing this from a Leo or y'all just hearing this from Granddad. Y'all hearing this from a black man.
Exactly.
Somebody that's out in society that's not set up for us, and he's letting y'all know, let's set the pride aside. Because at the end of the day, yeah, the woman is the creator, but the black man is the one that's going to lead us. So take heed. Fellas out there, let's get it done. Because the women, we got y'all as soon as y'all ready.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. And like she said, I'm telling you this as a black man, and I'm speaking like this as a whole for the black community. We was to just set our pride aside. Like, we as a race could get so much done, and I'm being so real about that.
Yeah.
Like, pride is the number one thing.
Killer.
Yeah, it's
right with diabetes.
Exactly. Yeah, like pride is crazy. It's crazy. We gotta change that in 2018. We gotta put that aside. No, we gotta put that away.
Yeah, box it up, ship it out, because it don't have room here anymore. But yeah, I want to go ahead and shout out, let you guys know that we are now available on YouTube, y'all.
My favorite place, YouTube. Like, I'll be on YouTube all the time.
Yes, y'all already know we good for name dropping. We good for shouting out to people that have taught us through the internet. So make sure you guys pop up in that search bar and look up some of these names, because it can cause you to have a shift outside of the Black Shift Group. We let y'all know in the intro that nobody down here really knows what's going on, and we all learning together. So you guys may see something that we didn't see, or you may see what we saw and take it in a whole different way, and it may be applied a different way for you. But look into those things, you know what I'm saying? I also want to say that we're available on SoundCloud, also Google Play, y'all. We on Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Podbean.
That's a variety. People like choices. You have plenty of choices.
We gave you options. We didn't want you to feel like you were jumping through loops or downloading apps just to be able to, check us out every week. You feel me?
Yep. And again, I just want to give thanks to the people who listen to the podcast, who's giving feedback. Listen, if it's something that you didn't like we're not going to be mad at you if you say,
No.
well, I didn't like this. Like, we love criticism, whether it's positive or even sometimes negative. It's just something that we just take in, and we like, okay, well, we can better the podcast this way. Leave your feedback. We appreciate it. We got a lot of love, and that's the thing. Like we don't want y'all to just give love because some of y'all may know us, or some of y'all, feel like, hey, I gotta be nice. Like, keep it real. Keep it real.
Real recognize real, and I know when you being fake. I can feel energy. Energy does not lie, even through the computer screen.
For real, like we got a lot of love. Like, I'm being honest with you. I feel like the love we got was really genuine, and I do appreciate it. But I always tell people, like, yo, like, it's okay. Like, even though you know me, keep it real. Like,
yeah, because that's the only way. That's the only way we're gonna grow. The only way we're gonna improve. The only way we're gonna be able to touch as many people as we need to touch to cause the shift to happen. To get a lot of people to understand that they are the makers. They are the shuckers and drivers. Right now we are being dictated by all other types of media that's coming into us, that's telling us what to do, how to buy this, how to eat this, how to look like this. We need more people letting people know that you can do whatever the heck you want to do. This is your playground. Whatever you decided to be, that's what it's going to be.
For sure. So with that being said, leave some love. Leave some love. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment. If you're on Podbean, subscribe, comment. If you're on SoundCloud, get a SoundCloud. Follow us on there. Leave some love. Leave some whatever. Say what's up. Throw the peace sign up. Leave an emoji. Like anything.
I love the energy, man. Y'all don't even know. Like, he's so high power today. I'm just feeding off of him. You know, usually I bust out into song, but I ain't gonna sing for y'all today. I'm just gonna leave y'all with some good old lyrics, you know? We gonna go take it on back. Diana Ross, Mahogany. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you?
I ain't got nothing to say after that.
I feel like I need the poetry snaps in the back.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Yeah. So if y'all listening to us, go ahead and snap.
Go ahead and snap your fingers. We can hear it. We can hear it. Everybody that be talking to their phone, we can hear y'all too.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue to talk to the phone. If you feel like something we said kind of resonated, go ahead and we hear you.
We hear you.
We hear you.
All right. Well, Granddad, you got anything else you want to add today?
Let's make 2018 lit.
Hey. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening.
Peace.